Ho, 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 ho!
Hello, Fresh Start fam. Welcome back to my channel. My name is April, and this is April's Fresh Start Budgets. Today it is Budgetmas Day 3. I almost said game and save because we are doing games on Wednesdays here in Budgetmas. So we have Christmas themed games, and we are going to be saving $100 on our Christmas games every Wednesday in order to budget for our sinking fund. So that is super fun. We have some games that I played last year. We have some new games. We have some games that are purchases. We have some games that are free. And of course, I will have a freebie for you guys at the end of this video. So let's go ahead and get started. We're going to get started with this one from Vicky Thinks. This is the Candyland game. And this is a freebie on Vicky's Ko-fi, so make sure you guys check that out. I will have a link to all the channels in the description box below. So we have a bunch of different cards here, and we have our little game board. We're going to go around the game board, and when we land on an item, we are going to save for it. If we land on a candy cane, then we're going to draw one of our candy cane cards, all right? So let's go ahead, and we are going to start with a little ducky here on the start button. That's not a button, that's a start sign, start symbol. And we're gonna roll a dice. Okay, so we're gonna go 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So when I land on it the first time, I'm gonna get a red marker here. When I land on it the first time, I am going to cross it out because that way I know that I've already landed on it, and then that way I'll skip it when I come around to it. So that is a 2, so we're gonna pull up 1 and 2. Let's go ahead and go again. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. That is another 2. Okay. So we're going to pull up another 1 and 2. There we go. 1. Okay, we got our first candy cane symbol. So let's go ahead and draw a candy cane card. I'm going to shuffle these up a little bit, and we're going to draw this one. And this is roll a D4. So let me go ahead and get out my D4. Okay, so we rolled a 1, so we're going to save another $1 in this one. And I am going to leave my leave the candy cane symbols unmarked, but I'm going to discard these cards when I get to them so that way I know that once I've gone through all the cards, I've landed on all the candy cane spots and I can mark those out. All right, so let's see. Let's go back up to the start. So we have 2, 1 and 2. Okay, we have another candy cane card. So let's go ahead and draw another one. All right, so let's take this one, and we have +2. Okay, so let's go ahead and do another 2. All right, so there we go. So let's go ahead and roll again. $3 or 3. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so we have another candy cane. So let's do, roll a D4. Okay, another D4. Let's go ahead and do that. And that is a 3. So we're going to add in 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so we can discard this one. All right, so let's go ahead and keep going. We'll do one more. That way we can get back to the start. 6. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we're skipping over that one and going to this one, which is a 1. But it also says when you pass the start, you save $1. All right, so we're going to save another $1 for passing the start plus the 1 that we landed on. So $2 more going up, and let's see how much we saved in this one so far. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and $12 in Candyland from Vicky Thinks. This is super duper cute. I absolutely love it. It'll be a great saving for us as we continue towards Christmas. All right, so let's go to our next game. This is the Merry Christmas matchup. I did this one last year with my son Junior during Budgetmas. This is from Becca Budget 777. So let's go ahead and give these a little bit of a shuffle. Now, last year when I was playing with Mr. Junior, he I accidentally printed these on very thin paper, so he would kind of see through them in order to see what the match was on the other side, or the image was on the other side. So I ended up, instead of like reprinting all the cards, I ended up just printing a back on them. So I ended up just printing the paper over again, but with an image on the back so that we can save the paper and just go ahead and use it. And that way he couldn't cheat. So let's go ahead and put out a few of these. Actually, since I shuffled them all up, we're just going to have to lay them all out. I think we're going to do maybe about 30 into this challenge. We'll see. I don't know. We'll see if we can do maybe about $30 into this one. All right. So let's go ahead and see what we draw. So we have this one. Okay. And we need to make a match. That is not a match. Okay. This one. That one is so cute. Nope. That is not a match. Okay. I'm going to start laying them out this way when I don't get a match. Okay, so we have this one and this one. Nope, that is no match. Okay. I probably should have eliminated. Ooh, I think I've drawn this one. I think I have, but I don't remember where I put it. Maybe this one? No. Okay, so we'll go here. Oh, we haven't drawn this one. That one's silly. Oh, plus that girl. Okay, so that one is not a match. All right, let's do this one. That one's cute. That one I think was one of my favorites from last year. And this one. Nope. But I think I did draw this one again. So I think it's this one. Nope. Oh, that's the other one that I had. That's the other one I think I had. All right, so let's see. Is it this one? Oh, this one and this one. Hey, we found one. Okay. Let's go ahead and I'm going to actually scratch both sets of numbers on this. All right. So we have the 1 plus the 8. Okay. So that's 9 on that card. The 7 plus the 1. Okay, so that is 9 on that card. That's 8 on that card. So that is a total of $17. So 5, 10, 15, 16, and 17. All right, so these ones I'm going to remove out of the stack of eligible cards. All right, so I'm going to put these over here and we will keep going. We'll do one more maybe. All right, we have that one, which I don't think we've drawn yet. So maybe here? No. All right. This one. Oh, no, I would remember that. I love that face. That is so stinking cute. Let's do this one. Nope. Okay. Let's do this one. Oh, there she is. There she is. That is that super cute, adorable little snow lady. All right, so that is a 7 and a 4, so that is 11. That is a 1, and that is a 3. Okay, so that is 11, that is 4, so that is $15 more going in, 5, 10, and 15. All right, so we have 2 of our cards done. That is super awesome. I'm going to go ahead and move those over there. And then we will pick up all of our other cards and put them away. And I will be back in 1 second. Okay, so I have the cards picked up. Let's go ahead and give this account and see how much we're saving in this game today. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 31, and $32 going into the Merry Christmas matchup from Becca Budget's 777. That is a super cute and fun game. All right, the next one that we're going to go to is from Budget by Camila. This was sent to me in a happy mail from Camila. This is super cute. So let's see how much we're going to save for Santa, the Santa hat, and the reindeer. Let's go ahead. Since this amount is pretty small, we can go ahead and roll the D6 for those amounts. All right, so we're going to save $6 for Santa. We're going to save 2 for his Santa hat. And we're going to save 6 for the reindeer. All right, so let's go ahead and go on the start. And what I'm going to do is I am going to color them in when I land on them, and that lets me know that they have been landed on, and I will not land on them again. All right, so 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. We have our Santa hat. That is going to save us $2. So the Santa hat icons and the Santa icons, I'm just going to cross those off. So we're going to save 1 and 2, and we're going to try to go around this one at least once. 2, 1, 2. Okay, so we have Santa, that is $6. So 5 and 6. Let me go ahead and mark that one off as well. Okay. 1, we have a 3, so we're going to save $3. So let me color in that 3 like I said I was going to do. There we go. All right, so 1, 2, and $3. 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, that is a 1. So $1 more going into this one. Okay. 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, that is a 2. So we're going to put $2 more. 1, 2. We're going to color this in. There we go. $2. All right, so let's go one more time. 1. Okay, we have a 3. So let me do this. I'm going to put back 1 and 2. Bring up a 5. I'm going to put back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bring up another 5. And we are going to color in this 3. There we go. Okay, now let's count and see how much we saved in this one so far today. We have 5, 10, 15, 16, and 17 in this amazing Santa game from Budget by Camila. I think it is so stinking cute. All right, the next game that we are going to go to, I played again last year in my Budgetmas. Actually, apparently I saved $14 on it last year because I didn't bother to see that I had saved and didn't need to, I didn't wipe it off. So I'll do that next week or between now and next week after I play this today because I don't have any of my alcohol wipes with me. I keep those in the other room. All right, so the way that we play this one, this is the tic-tac-toe candy cane twist, tic-tac twist. So you are going to receive this game board from Kimmy over at Kimmy's Budgets on Etsy or Bayesian Girl Budgets on YouTube. And in here you will have red and white candy cane twists, green and white candy cane twists, and red and green candy cane twists. So every time we are going to draw one in, we're going to put it in its own category. And then we're going to see which one wins. Which one do we get 3 of first? Is it the green and white and we save 2? Is it the red and white and we save 4? Or is it the red and green and we save 6? So let's go ahead and start drawing. All right, so we got 2 and they are both the green and white for $2. And we got our first red and white. That one is 4. And okay, we got our first red and green. That one is 6. Now, I'm not saving for each one that I draw. I save based on how much I save total, right? So it says here, how to play. There are 3 types of peppermints in the bag. Without looking, grab one piece out of the bag. Place it wherever you'd like on the board, strategically on the game board. Repeat. First peppermint type with 3 in a row wins in any direction. Save the amount indicated in the winner's box. If it's a draw, save $10. All right, so let's go ahead and draw another one. All right, we have a red and white. So it's so far a tie between the green and white and the red and white. Let's see what we get next. Oh, it is a 3-way tie. Okay, whatever one I draw out next is our winner. So let's see which one is it going to be. Oh, it is the red and green for a total savings of $6. That is super awesome. So we're going to save 5 and 6 in this one this week. All right, and I'm going to put the pieces back in there. We're just going to play one round of this each week. This will be kind of one of our low budget games. And I absolutely think this is so stinking cute. All right, so let me go ahead and put this away and we'll get our next game set up. Okay, the next game that we are going to play is from Eva over at Budget Your Life. Now, this is the roll the dice, let's save for Christmas game. So I'm going to use a red and a green dice. Red is going to be the top and green is going to be the side. I'm going to roll both of them at the same time. That is going to let me know what icon I am, or what position on the board I am going to save for. If it's a number, I'm going to save that number. If it's an icon, then each of our icons has a little card that you will have some scratch off bonuses on. All right. So let's go ahead and maybe do, I think I only have one game after this. So maybe let's do about $15 to $20 into this one. Okay. So let's see where we're going to go. All right. We have one on the side, or green on this side and two on this side. So we are doing the 3. All right, so let me go ahead and mark off the 3. All right, so 1, 2, 3. All right, let's go, keep going. All right, so we have a 6 and a 4. That is a 2. Okay, so we're gonna save 1 and 2. All right, we have a 1 and a 6. Okay, so that is a 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. We have 3 and 3. So 3 and 3. Okay, we have our Santa. So we are going to do one of our Santas on here. So let's see, we are going to cross off this Santa. All right, because there's 3 Santas on the board and 3 Santa scratchers on here. So let's go ahead and do, let's roll our dice and see which one of our Santa we're going to scratch. All right, 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's do this top one. All right, and we are going to save $4 for that one. All right. So there we go. There's 1, 2, 3, and 4. All right. We do still have a pretty good amount of money. So let's keep going because this one is so much fun. I absolutely love this one. Junior had so much fun with this one last year as well. So we have 1 in red and 3. Oh, we got another Santa. All right. So we have another Santa. All right, so let's go ahead and roll a dice and see which of our Santa scratchers we're going to do now. 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, we're going to do this gold one. And that is a 6. Okay. There we go. So if this is sticking, it is totally my fault because I didn't fully pull off the stickers. I stickered over the stickers from last year. I didn't pull off the stickers from last year before I re-stickered it. So if it is scratching a little weird, that is 100% my doing, not Eva's. This was a digital download, so I was the one that printed it, laminated it, and stickered it myself. Anyways, like I said, I had so much fun doing it last year. I wanted to repeat it this year. That's why some of the stickers have the rose gold and some of them have the actual gold because I ran out of gold and I ended up having to use rose gold this year. So that is why. So we're going to put in 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, let's do one more. One more. Again, this is addicting. I love this one. All right, so 6 on the top and 5 right here. That is $4. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, that's perfect. So let's see how much we're putting into this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Ooh, a little over, but that's okay. $25 going into this one. I actually will do 1, 2. Actually, you know what? I'm going to do this whole thing. All right, cash condensed into $25. So we're going to put that right in there. We're going to put our cards right in here. And we're going to go to our last game of the day, which, I mean, come on, I had to, you guys. It is Junior's Elf Quest. So this is a game that is available in my Etsy. And although I thought I printed all 4 quest cards, for some reason I only have 3. I have the cookie quest, the reindeer quest, and the wrapping quest. And that's okay. I'm not going to go back and print a whole nother sheet to get the 4th quest. I'm just going to do these 3 quests, and then I'm going to wrap up the game and call it quits. I don't know if this game, I mean, because sometimes, you know, these quest games can take a really, really, really long time. So I'm hoping that I can get through these quests in the whole month of Budgetmas, but we will see, because sometimes they just go on and on and on and on. But they are great savers, and we save for them between $1 and $3 at a time, so that is super awesome. All right, so let's go ahead and roll a dice and see which of our quest cards we're going to work on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, we're going to do our wrapping quest for our first one. I'm going to put the other quest cards in the front, that way I know that those ones are up next. Okay, so we need to get wrapping paper, tape, gift tags, and a bow. So let's start here on our start and roll and see where we're going to go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have cookies. We don't need cookies for our quest, but we're going to save for it. So that's $2. All right, so let's keep going. 3, 1, 2, 3. We have some blocks. We don't need it, but we're going to save for it. 2, 1, 2. We got our wrapping paper. That is so awesome. We got one already. So we are going to save $1 for our wrapping paper, and we have our first quest item. All right, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. We have a bike for $1. We don't need it, but we'll save for it. 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have a little doll. We don't need it, but we'll save for it. We only have $2 left. Let's see what we can do. 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We do not need a sleigh, but we're going to save $1 for it. And let's see, we have one more dollar. 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, we don't need jingle bells, but we're going to save for it. We only have $1 left. So we're going to take $1 out of our IOU money back here, which is dwindling away pretty fast, but that's okay. So we have 2 more dollars going in. And let's see how much we have saved in Junior's Elf Quest on our first quest, which is our wrapping quest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and $9. That is super awesome. So that is it for this first Budgetmas Day 3 Games Day. Let me go ahead and show you guys your freebie. Now, I will tell you guys, this freebie that I have is something that I thought almost 100% I was going to come out with it. I actually started thinking about it last February, and I was almost 100% sure this was going to be an Etsy item. It was going to be another book that I was going to make, and I was all 100% about it. Well, I thought long and hard about it, and I tried, making a few of the books, and I thought, I really almost kind of, it's special and I really like it, and I kind of almost want to give it away, and somebody that doesn't want to turn it into a book doesn't have to. So I wanted to save through the whole year. I have my Santa All Year Long book. Saving throughout the whole year is important to me. And I thought, a really good amount is like $1 a day, $365 for the whole year. But I didn't want to, I don't particularly save every single day of the week, you know what I mean? So I wanted to still save $365 without having it be $1 a day that you have to physically go in and save, you know what I mean? So one thing that I created was I created this through the year challenge, and there is a challenge for every single month. January has 31 days, so the total savings is 31. February has 28 days, so there's total savings of 28. When you get to the end of the whole year, you will have saved $365, but you're not saving $1 a day. You can save the 5, the 3, the 4, and it adds up to be the $1 a day. 31 days in January, $31. 28 days in February, $28. So the other thing that I thought was neat was that I wanted to get the whole saving through the year. So every challenge is an image of what I think about that month, and it is a road. So you are saving through, you're on the path through savings, you are on the path to savings. So January, we have a very lovely snowy path through the beautiful snow-covered lane. This to me seems very like Central Park in winter and in January, where you have snow-covered trees, snow-covered benches, and there's a footprint path through the snow that you're following to get to where you need to go. And then in February, you are walking along with your love on a little street, and he just saw a man selling roses and decided to buy you some roses. So you are walking along hand in hand with your darling, and in February, it is still cold, still windy, and still chilly, but love is definitely in the air. So this set, this is one page. These are 5 by 5. And what I thought about doing, again, like I said, I was going to make it into a book, was that it would be like you could do it where February and then January and February was on the back, you know what I mean, type of thing. But I figured not everybody wants to do that. So I would just give it away in Budgetmas as a freebie. This will be a freebie for, like I said, Budgetmas challenges are going to be available for all of December, January and February. As of March, they may come down and then end up being, some of them may end up being purchasable items in my Etsy. This would probably be something that would be available in the Etsy as of that point. I don't know if I'm going to make it a physical challenge where it's a book or if I'm going to offer it as a digital, but get it while you can, while it is free, and then that way you can save for it throughout the whole year. So this is save throughout the year, $365 for 365 days. And this is January and February, which is available as of right now. All right, guys, that is it for me today. I will see you guys tomorrow for Budgetmas Day 4. See you then. Bye-bye.